Yay. Okay, day 10 of my 150-day liquid diet. And I didn't post yesterday because, well, I'll cut to the chase. I like went off plan so hardcore, and I didn't need to get off like so hardcore, but like okay, here's the deal. I woke up yesterday morning like I don't know. I like didn't like life. I wanted to just like I was just mad that I like had to wake up and I had to go to work and I had to ah. But also, so I think what really happened was like I woke up and I was still like lightheaded, and how like before I was just kind of it happens. I know it happens. You're not gonna die, blah, 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 blah. But like yesterday morning, I woke up, I was so lightheaded and so dizzy, and I was just so tired of feeling like that. And I felt like crap, and it sucked. And I think that's what made me mad. And like even driving to work, there was a point like my eyes went blah, blah, and like it almost felt like I was gonna faint or something like that. So I was just I did not feel good. I was dehydrated, but like over the past few days, even if I tried to hydrate, like if my pee was clear and stuff, like it like I still would feel lightheaded. So I didn't think that that's what it was. So I looked it up. Like once I got to work, and it was because I was low on electrolytes. And so I've mentioned Cole Robinson a couple of times, and if you ever want to know about fasting, like definitely go to him. Like he's like the I don't agree with what he says, a lot of stuff like political and like gender things. So it kind of feels sometimes disheartening to listen to his rants. But when he's talking about fasting, like he knows, like he knows what he needs to know. So he's got a recipe for what he calls snake juice, and it's half a teaspoon of like pink Himalayan sea salt, half a teaspoon of magnesium, which isn't fully necessary, but you can put it in there for just extra electrolytes, extra, extra whatever. A full teaspoon of like no salt, which is potassium chloride, and half a teaspoon of baking, or a full teaspoon of baking soda. So you put all of that into a 2 liter, or yeah, 2 liters of water, and you just drink that throughout the day. And that's how you fast. And that's how you can fast for long periods of time, which I am thinking that I want to like build back up. So like I did last week, I did my plan for 4 days, and then on the fifth day, I was like, I did not feel like eating at or consuming anything at all. So I think I want to like build back up to that, and then like I kind of got in my head a little bit last Friday. I could have kept going, like my body felt fine. Besides the mild lightheadedness, but I kind of got in my head. I was just like saying things like, "Oh, are you just gonna, not consume anything? Like, if you want, you can have a banana smoothie. If you want, blah blah blah." And it's just like, it's that kind of talk that's gonna make me struggle throughout this whole thing. But like, it's also this whole thing that's going to bring that kind of talk to the forefront and make me really aware of how my mind is working, and it's going to like fix all of that. So Speaking of fixing things, I saw that my electrolytes were low. I didn't have, snake juice to get through the day, so I'm like, ooh, in the vending machine at work, there are chips. And you know what chips have? Lots of salt. And so I got into my wallet and I got money and got, chips and a Take 5 bar that I had been eyeing since the lady put them in there. And I was bringing them back to my workbench, and there was a moment where I was like, I could, I don't have to do this. I could stop right now. Like, I could just put them in my purse and, give them to my boyfriend when I get home, or I can throw them away right now. I don't have to do that. But, like, I just kept walking, and I did it. I ate them. So I did that, and then when I got home, I had some string cheese because my roommate has, like, he's on the keto diet and he's got all kinds of cheeses in the fridge. And, like, every time I open the fridge, I see that string cheese, and I was like, ooh, like, I'm not really craving anything, but, like, if there's anything that I want, it's cheese for some reason. I really wanted cheese. And that string cheese looks so good. And then on Saturday, my boyfriend had these, like, Tostitos scoops, and, like, he made nachos with them. So it was, like, cups of cheese. And then there was sour cream and salsa on them, and it smelled and looked so good. So when I got home, I had the cheese scoops, and I had string cheese and some pepperoni, and I hated all of it. The chips. So first of all, let's go back to the chips at work. Like, they tasted so gross. Like, I tasted, like, the stale soybean oil that they were used, and, like, the chip dust, like, I could feel it in my throat, and it just felt so weird. And, like, the Take 5 bar didn't taste like anything. It was just like, why did I want this so bad? It's not worth it. It doesn't taste good. And then the cheese scoops that I had been thinking about since Saturday when he had those, like, why did I want that so much? It was not that good. Like, the scoops of chips just, like, were so salty, and the sour cream and the cheese, like, mixed in my mouth and made this, like, weird, like, mushy texture. And then the texture of the string cheese was, like, rubbery and gross, and it's like, why do I want this? So that was kind of eye-opening, and, like, yeah, I went off plan, but I think that, like, 8 days off of food, like, helped reset my taste buds. And so now like, I just on this day, I feel like, so bolstered, like, nothing's gonna stop me now, because I can just be like, food is gross. It's actually not that good. It was just my emotional connection to it that made me want it, and made it, like, feel like this, this thing that, like, really helped me. But afterwards, obviously, you feel like crap, and I just couldn't wait to get back to feeling like I do whenever I'm on my liquid diet, or especially when I'm fasting, because that feels especially good. So here I am, day 10, right back on it. Oh, and another thing, I only gained 1.5 pounds back. Which is encouraging, because that means that I can lose it very quickly. That's good. So yeah, this morning I had a little bit of coffee. I think I'm feeling like I just like don't want coffee anymore either. Like this is changing so much. But so I made coffee, like I just like went through the ritual anyway. So I made the coffee and didn't really drink all of it. I had snake juice a lot today. I had a protein shake and then some soup and then another protein shake for like a snack. And then tonight I will have a banana smoothie. And then tomorrow I may try to just fast. I don't know. We'll see. If I can just get to fasting and then just shut my brain up, I could seriously just be good to go. Hopefully I can do that. It helps to meditate and keep records and keep a blog, or not a blog, a like a journal. I just keep track of everything. But yeah, oh, and so I have been reading this book called Hello Habits, and I don't remember the name of the author. It's Fumio something. I don't remember. But it's a really good book. And one thing that I read last night was to, when you're about to make a decision, like an impulsive decision, like think of yourself as two different people. So next time I want chips or something like that, think of myself as like, or like future Amanda is, you know, looking over you. And so I think, well, will the Amanda on June 23rd like that? I think June 23rd, Amanda wants to wear her alien shirt. And she doesn't want it to be tight. So maybe you should work on that. Maybe you should help her with that by not eating chips, by not eating anything. Think about that.